Harbor Freight 3.5 cubic foot cement mortar mixer. Just want to give you some pointers when you put this together because it's not fun. All right, first of all, it's good to have two people to do this. If you start using the bolts, because the instructions are pretty vague, they don't tell you what sizes you need. If the bolts are too long and they stick out too much, you know you got the wrong one. If it doesn't reach, you got the wrong one. They're pretty much made that they kind of sit flush with the nut, so you know which ones to use. Use your flat washers on the head side. You don't need it on the nut side because it has its built-in washer with little grooves that'll grab into the metal. Okay, when you put on your wheels, make sure you put your washers on both sides. If it's loose, that's fine. That's to prevent friction and rubbing. And you have your cotter pin. Make sure you put it in and fold it over so it prevents the wheel from falling off. Regarding the motor, okay, you have this shelf here. It's adjustable. It has slots right here. See, so you can go up and down because that adjusts the tension of your belt. So you can lower it to get the tension you need. All right, you can raise it up when it's time if you need to replace it. Now the bolts holding it, I prefer using the nuts on the top. That's the way I was taught. That way it holds tension so it doesn't unscrew. And also being inside the cabinet, it prevents it from corroding if it's on the outside, especially when you wash it down, and then you're gonna have a hard time taking it off. Inside it's protected. If you need to put penetrating oil, it'll sink down this way. So I like it this way. You could do it any way you like. All right, now when you put the drum together, it's two pieces, right? Make sure you line up these marks. The reason why you need to line up these marks, it gives you the right location to put these blades in place. Okay, if you don't put it in the right spot, these won't match up. Okay, it's very important. When you put your bolts together, two pieces, top and bottom, put the bolt on top. And the reason for that is if you put it on the bottom, your nut's gonna stick out too far. And when it gets to this point, see, it's pretty close to your gear here. And you don't want it to get caught. If it gets caught, then you might jam it and you're gonna ruin your motor. So face it that way. And the gasket between the two pieces, make sure before you tighten all these screws on the outside, make sure they're snug in. Don't let them squeeze out. You want this flat and even as possible. And you don't want no lip, so you don't have the cement getting stuck when you're pouring. Now over here, I got some rubber washers that came with it. Some people don't get that. I think it's a very clever idea. So it has a nice seal, so it's waterproof, water resistant. If you don't have it, you can put also a bead of silicone before you squeeze down the bolt, if you like. All right, let me see what else I can tell you. I would grease everything, especially over here, the gears. You know, you got metal against metal. You know, it's right in here, going into these grooves. I would grease it every time you use it, prevent friction. Okay, let's see what else I can tell you about this unit. My unit, the wiring was already connected, which is great. Some of them are not. You have to do your own wiring. Okay, what else can I say about this? It's a nice little mixer for small jobs. I got it on sale. It's on sale for $200, $199. I think it's worth it for what I need it for. But I also mentioned this. I don't know if I mentioned this. These bolts here, put the head on the outside. Don't put this part on the outside. You might get cut. Even though I thought it wasn't that clever to have it on the inside because I don't want cement catching onto it, but it's the safest way to go. Keep it, the head on the outside, so it's less chance of getting caught on your clothing or on your arm or so forth. Right, that's my review of the Harbor Freight 3.5 cubic feet cement / mortar mixer. Thanks for watching.